my background is I was exposed to like church, but I really didn't grow up in church. I was always exposed to Baptist, you know, and that was kind of boring, so I was bored with that easily. But I eventually started going to a different church, and that was just basically Spanish based, and I was confused because I don't speak Spanish, so I was like, I don't understand it. But yeah, and then growing up during high school, I was invited to Mighty Wind. And at first I was just kind of suspicious because I wasn't sure, just because of myself, getting to know people, and they just accepted me for where I was at, and never left since then.
Perfect. And so I think there's a big question here that you have to say that you're radical for Jesus. What do you mean by that?
Well, radical for me is just as far as even just with our college ministry, as far as the outreaches that we do. I'm in charge of the outreaches. We go out in the community and we just try to be that positive influence, whether it's serving, anything like that, as far as that's radical for me. And even just at work or school, I mean, I have to basically just be different, and sometimes it is hard because it's easily to be tempted to gossip or things like that, but I just have to say no and be that example and say, you know, I got to be different, because if I don't make a change, if I'm the only Jesus they see, then that's an impact for me.
Yes, ma'am.
Amen.
Perfect. And so where are you in your faith right now? I know you've kind of struggled with it maybe in your teenage years, and maybe I'm wrong, but where do you stand right now on in your faith?
Well, before my faith, it kind of struggled just because, 3 years ago, Mom passed away, and it was hard because it was like, how can God do that, to take my mom away? And I had to, at that time, I was at a low point where I had to say, God, you know, why did you do that, and why am I going through it? But He healed me, and I mean, God has just brought me like so much faith as far as like with everything, with her funeral being paid for and all those little things that, you know, to someone else it would have been impossible, but it was financially taken care of. And God has just been so good to me as far as with my faith now. I can say that it's unwavered because I've grown so much through these past years that I know that without God I wouldn't be who I am today. I would be totally different. I would probably be in the clubs or just doing something that, you know, that's made me feel empty. And I knew that I had to change. I knew that that life wasn't for me, and I just had to be that to make a change.
Perfect. And are you still in college?
Oh yeah, I'm like the oldest one here. Yeah, yeah, I'm still in college. It's just taking me a while as far as like I took a year off and just retaking classes and things like that. But
There's nothing wrong with taking a year off. I highly recommend it. And are you in a relationship? Do you know what's going on with that?
no, I'm not in a relationship. I just choose not to kind of go that way right now. I'm focused more on school, so I don't have time for relationships.
Awesome. And so you told me you work with the outreach program for the worship center. Can you give me a little more on that? Like, what is your position?
Well, I'm the outreach coordinator of the college ministry, and basically I just look for opportunities for us to reach out in the community, whether it's food for families, Easter outreaches that we do for the whole church, because we help, we're a part of Mighty Wind, so we help with them as well if they have outreaches they want us to help with. And basically we serve and we do anything that we can just to be that positive influence out there. And it doesn't have to be basically the word, but it can be our expression, our service, and our compassion for God.
Perfect. Okay, let's